I was just a farm boy with a Bible in my hand. Headed off to seminary at Hyles, trying it hard to understand. Trying to read the word and learn to pray, but them big old words kept slipping away. I'd sit in church on the front row seat, boots on the floor and a Bible by my feet. Old Jack Hyles would preach and roar while I nodded off behind that chapel door. He'd holler loud and call my name, then send me to his office just to stake his claim. But when I got there, he didn't raise his hand. He said, "Sleep behind that post, son, out of the stand." Said, "You got a heart, but your eyes won't stay, so rest where the folks won't look your way." I tip my hat, try to hide my grin, hoping someday I'd get back in. I'm glad we didn't have no third floor pew, 'cause I'd be like that boy in Acts falling through Eutychus. They said drop stone cold flat. Paul had to raise him where the folks was at. He fell asleep when the preaching got along. Didn't mean no harm, but it all went wrong. Folks cried out, thought he was gone, but Paul said, "Hold up, the Lord ain't done." They gathered around and prayed real low, waiting to see if breath would show. One prayer up from 3 floors down, and God turned that moment all around. Now back in school I was half awake, trying to take notes, but my hands would shake. Couldn't read much, but my heart was full, even if my grades were pitiful. Dr. Olson saw I was struggling bad, reached out to help with the grace he had. He'd offer his hand with a steady grin, saying, "Boy, you got the fire within." He'd take the time to explain it slow, while the rest moved fast. He'd help me grow. He believed in me when my eyes were dim, said, "Don't give up, just follow him." I've come a long way since some sleepy nights. Now I preach with power and I hold on tight. Still remember that beam and that house shout, where grace found me and turned me about. I teach with love for the nodders too, the ones in the back with the worn out view. If God had mercy on a boy like me, He's got room for the whole church family. I once was lost in a drifting mind, but the Lord pulled me back every single time. Now I hold the word I once couldn't read, and plant good seed where the hearts all need. So don't sit near the window if your eyes feel low. You might fall hard and miss the show. God's got grace for the ones who slide, like He did for me when I couldn't hide. Yeah, I drifted off, but the Lord stood tall. He caught me close so I wouldn't fall. From seminary naps to a pulpit flame, thank the Lord, He knew my name. He knew my struggle, He knew my sleep. He kept His promise and He planted me deep. I've stumbled, I've broken, I've hit that wall, but grace was there to break my fall.